Hello and welcome. Today, we are diving into a controversy that is, once again, putting the spotlight on the ultra-wealthy, a lavish billionaire wedding that brought together celebrities, tech moguls and business elites from around the world. But this time, it is not just the extravagance that is raising eyebrows. It is the environmental cost. According to recent reports, nearly 100 private jets flew in to attend the multi-day celebration, along with dozens of luxury yachts, water taxis, and other high-end vehicles. The event, attended by some of the biggest names in entertainment and business, was estimated to cost between 48 and 55 million US dollars. Critics are not upset that the rich are spending money. That is expected. What sparked outrage is that many of these guests are also public advocates for climate change, awareness, clean energy, and sustainable living. And yet, they chose to arrive at this luxury event in one of the most carbon-intensive forms of travel known today, the private jet. To put things into perspective, a single private jet emits between 11,000 to 30,000 pounds of carbon dioxide per hour of flight. By comparison, the average person in the United States generates about 10 tons or 20,000 pounds of carbon dioxide per year. That means a single 2-hour private jet trip can exceed a regular person's yearly carbon footprint. This contradiction is why many see this behavior as hypocritical. Let us look at some high-profile guests who have previously made strong public statements about climate change. Leonardo DiCaprio is a long-time environmental advocate. He has funded numerous climate projects through his foundation, produced documentaries, and spoken at major international climate summits. However, he has also been frequently photographed using private jets, including for personal travel. In this recent event, he reportedly arrived on a private jet once again, prompting social media backlash. Bill Gates, another guest, is known for funding clean energy innovations and has written a book on how to avoid a climate disaster. He acknowledges using private jets, but claims to offset his emissions by investing in carbon removal projects. Still, critics question the effectiveness of these offsets and argue that his actions do not match the urgency of his words. Even the billionaire groom himself has pledged billions toward climate efforts. During the wedding, he reportedly donated to marine protection initiatives and asked guests to make donations instead of bringing gifts. While that may be commendable, many observers still view it as symbolic at best, given the massive emissions generated by the event's transportation. And it is not just about carbon. It is about social optics. Research shows that although private aviation makes up only about 1% of all flights, it accounts for more than 15% of aviation emissions. Moreover, the wealthiest 1% of the global population is responsible for more than half of all emissions from private flights. Meanwhile, the people most affected by climate change often have the smallest carbon footprints. This creates a narrative that angers the public. Ordinary citizens are urged to recycle, reduce meat consumption, and take public transit, while the wealthiest individuals fly thousands of miles on private jets for a party. Environmental groups and activists have seized on this moment. Protesters showed up near the wedding venue, accusing the attendees of greenwashing, pretending to care about the environment while continuing business as usual. Online, platforms like X are flooded with posts tracking the carbon emissions of celebrity flights. One account estimated that the private jets used for this event alone emitted as much carbon as 27,000 cars would in a single day. So, what can the ultra-rich do if they truly care about the planet? They could choose to fly commercial when possible. They could invest heavily in sustainable aviation fuel, which emits less carbon but is still costly and limited in supply. They could also support systemic change backing legislation, funding, renewable infrastructure, and reducing unnecessary travel. And above all, they could lead by example. In the end, no one is saying the rich cannot enjoy their wealth. But when they speak publicly about saving the planet and then act in ways that appear to contradict that message, it becomes a matter of public accountability. In the age of transparency and climate urgency, actions, especially visible ones, speak louder than words. Thank you for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Are these criticisms fair? Or do the ultra-wealthy have the right to travel as they please? Do carbon offsets make a real difference? Or are they just a public relations tool? We look forward to hearing your thoughts. See you next time.